Hello everyone, this is Reggie Dawson for the Building Apps with Intel XDK and Parse course for Tuts Plus. In this video, we are going to learn about the interface of the Intel XDK Develop tab. When we first created our app and chose a framework, we were taken to the App Designer screen. Here is where we can start building our app. First, let's click on the Code button up here. This takes us to our code view. Remember I said XDK uses the brackets editor? Here we can code our app by hand as well as make tweaks to the code. Let's go back to App Designer by clicking the Design button. Now let's take a look at Web Services. These are the different APIs that have been configured to work with the XDK, such as Flickr, Instagram, even YouTube. To use these APIs, you must sign up with the API provider and obtain an API key to access. We can also save service bindings, as well as create custom services, which we are going to do in the next video. Next, we're going to look at the various controls we can add to our project. We can also shut off menus by clicking them in this vertical bar to the left. To add a control, we just drag it onto the app. Let's add a button. When we add the button, it is selected and the properties of the button are displayed. We can set the label of this button. We can choose the theme it uses. We can choose whether or not it's a mini button or not. If it has an icon, and we can also set its ID. The properties of controls are different for each one, so you will have to try them out to get an idea of the properties they have. We also have styles that are in effect for this control. It shows active styles and also has other styles that you can create to style our control. You can even create custom styles. In this way, we can style our app directly from the App Designer. We also get a preview of the HTML for this control beneath the display of the app. To delete a control, we can right-click on it and choose Delete. After that, we can refresh the page to reflect the change in the HTML preview. We also have a menu for any service method bindings we created to our services. We will use this after we set up our service. We also have DOM tree view and page view. The DOM tree view allows you to see the entire tree of DOM elements placed on the page of your app. The page view allows you to see the individual pages of your app and add new pages as well. Lastly, we have our theme menu, which allows us to choose between any themes we may have available. Bear in mind, not all frameworks may have a theme option, but jQuery does. Therefore, we can choose between the default themes as well as any other themes we have added. One last thing to look at is the menu bar. There we have icons to reload the app, which we will need to do when we make changes, delete, undo, and redo. Then we have a drop down to choose our framework. We can change it to another framework if we like from here. Then we have our viewport chooser, which lets us choose our viewport, whether it's a phone, phablet, or tablet. Then we have the dimensions of our viewport, our orientation, and whether or not to show the guidelines of controls. That's all you need to know about the XDK Develop tab. In the next video, we will set up our custom service.